Welcome to Asians with Screen. I hope you've seen our previous video where we have done our live reactions from straight after Infinity War, but we're here to give you our in-depth breakdown. We've come prepared. We have the posters, we have the comic, we have the snacks, we have everyone here. Let's get straight into the film. We've waited 10 years and 18 films for this, and we thought it was only right that we give it the proper attention that a movie like this deserves. This movie opened with one of the best intros to a Marvel movie I've ever seen. What did you guys think of the opening sequence?
It's like I said on my reaction, that fight with Hulk and Thanos, that was probably, one of the best intros of the MCU.
It wasn't a fight though.
He got treated like a bitch. Let's just be real.
I'm not gonna go that far, but I'm just saying.
No, it was. He got battered like a bitch. It was like, the disrespect for Hulk was so real in that film, bro.
So just to paint the scene, in the first 10 minutes of the film, it kind of set the tone for the entire film. Thanos let it be known that he wasn't playing any games. It was Hulk, it was Loki, it was Thor and Heimdall as well. They all felt their role.
Heimdall didn't do anything.
He said Hulk back.
The Bifrost. So what did you guys feel about the fight with Hulk? He basically at one point put the Hulk above his head and threw him to the floor.
Well, yeah, I mean, ultimately, he sucker punched him first.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I have to understand.
Who?
Hulk. He sucker punched Thanos. It was like, right, like, where did you come from? And he's like, alright, cool. And then obviously I was thinking, right, it's gonna be a fight now, it's gonna be sick. And then his guy was like, no, don't worry.
Let him have his fun.
Let him do his thing in it. And I'm thinking, right, like, why are you? Like, he needs help to fight Hulk. What are you talking about? And I just looked at him and thought, oh, you're here, alright. And he started giving him these 1-2 jabs, bro.
Did he give him like a trap in the neck at one point?
Right, he punched him in the neck, and I think that's when Hulk was like, right, I'm not fighting some regular dude. Because normally he does the one hits and they fly off in it. So when he punched him, he realised, right.
Thanos brought out them boxing skills.
I need to watch that bit again because the way he was weaving him, bro.
I definitely need to watch it again. I think it was clear. It was just to show, like, this guy's not playing about. This is what he's done to Hulk.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the film, he's.
But I think if Hulk landed a blow though proper. Because when he hit him the first time, he did.
No, but he got a few.
But I'm saying
after he cheap shotted him, as you said, he
Which
did some combos by himself.
I think you lot forget like how precise Thanos was in that fight. Because I'm just remembering it now. Like the way that Thanos moved, like he was so concise with his hits. Like he was literally like Hulk was trying to do these big swings, and Thanos was shutting that shit down, bro.
Yeah, because Hulk doesn't actually have like
fighting.
He was a gladiator. He was a gladiator for a long time though, and he has a lot of fighting experience from that. Yeah. So he can fight.
Yeah.
And it just shows how good Thanos is.
No, I think with that, I think the only reason I say that's slightly different is only because I think he had weapons and stuff when he's fighting in the arena.
That's true. Yeah.
So this was kind of like, okay, well, boxing, but he's used to just raw power. But he's not realizing that as you're swinging, he's seeing this punch you're swinging.
The thing is, I think it scarred Hulk for the whole film because he didn't come out after that again.
And it kind of ruined his character a bit because the reason I say that, I say it ruined his character in the film because you didn't see much of him after that. He was actually like a pum-pum after that. And then all we saw was Bruce Banner throughout the whole film.
But do you think, because we didn't see Ruffalo in Thor, they just used him more in this film?
And also they did say, they were saying as well that they're doing like a 3-story arc for Hulk, starting with Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they said that they're gonna build, because obviously they don't have the right to do a solo movie for him. Okay. So they're gonna build his story through 3 films starting before Ragnarok. So that one you got to see a lot of the Hulk. I'm guessing this they were like, oh, they're gonna show like, so, you know, the emotional side of Hulk, where it's not always just about the rage and him being angry, and then it ends with Avengers 4. It's gonna be the end of that arc that they're doing with Hulk.
Well, I'll tell you, it's like I said yesterday, in Avengers 4, we're going to see Hulk punch up Thanos.
I'm telling you,
I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You have to remember this. Why would they save it?
I'll tell you why it's too late.
It's all for story purpose.
If he can't fight him with 2 gems, and he wasn't even using his power then, he was just punching him up. Now he has 5.
You're looking at it the wrong way. It's not about
you know, ruining Hulk's character or making him look like a waste man. It's what they show you about Thanos. They show you how good his character is and what
No, I
he's
hear that.
about.
Yeah, I get that.
He's dealing with the strongest Avenger from the off. What the hell?
Debatable.
Yeah, listen, I did this.
But Hulk is actually naturally meant to be
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you're
So
talking
what
about
are the
MCU
others gonna
versions, aren't you?
do? If Hulk is getting dealt with like that at the start of the film,
Set
you're
the
sitting there
pace.
thinking, oh my days.
No one else has
What?
got a chance.
Bro, this guy's cleaning up.
That's true.
But after that scene, we saw Thanos deal with Thor, he had his head in the palm of his hand like a basketball. And he dealt with Loki. Do we think Loki's dead? Properly dead?
Yeah.
I think
Unfortunately.
I'm happy as well.
Nah, what?
No.
How can you be happy about that?
The thing is, I
What
expected
a
Loki to
annoying
die,
actor, bro.
but I didn't expect him to die that
not
early
straight
in the
away.
film.
Yeah, that was mad. Just calling in Tom like, yeah, you're gonna come in this film for about 3 minutes.
Well, that was what, 2 deaths in the first scene?
Yeah,
It
3.
was mad, bro.
No, two. Speaking of Ebony Moore, what did you guys
What a
think of the Black Order, aka the children of Thanos in the film?
Yeah, I thought they were sick up until Black Widow turned up and just managed to deal with them.
Yeah, that was a bit weird. That was a bit weird.
What is that?
How was it
very
weird?
No, because
Because
they struggle with like people that are not human, and
So,
then they get battered up by people.
So would
that
you
are
not?
human.
Would you not
She
say?
can fight. Can they fight?
Would you not say?
She can fight.
After watching that film, I
Yeah.
think I speak for everyone here. Yeah, open your eyes. How strong the Scarlet Witches were.
I already
Oh,
knew
yeah,
I already
man.
knew.
Yeah.
Oh, Scarlet
That's-
Witch.
She's
Oh,
getting
yeah,
but
bits
then-
of Civil
but
War
then-
as well.
Yeah,
Vision and her were struggling, but then Black Widow turns
but I
up.
feel
No,
like
but
it
you
was
have to.
top-
No.
First of all,
They explain that. They
let's
explain
get-
it.
let's
When
get
I
this
thought
clear,
that
bro.
because it was 3-on-1. To be fair, it was 3-on-1.
Also, let's just get this clear.
not
They
really.
are those two people, the children of Thanos. They were using physical attacks. Just remember, Black Widow is a trained assassin from Russia. She knows
From
what she
Russia.
did. So her CQC skills have been shown on point from day one.
She's an assassin from Russia, and we got Thanos' children.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it was
space.
So that's what I'm saying.
But
But what did you guys think of the initial interaction between Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, where we saw his new armor for the first time? We saw Wong.
Jesus!
It wasn't quite depleted. The nanotech. Throughout the whole film, it was just evolving in 2 feet, evolving into one. All with different weapons throughout the film.
Yeah, so there was one time when his helmet got punched off and another one came back.
Yeah, straight away.
It takes metal from other parts of his body, like nanotech.
It was surprising because I initially thought they were gonna incorporate vibranium, but it was Tony Stark 100%.
I thought we were going to see a vibranium suit, to be fair. But I guess, because that made me think as well, I guess if he's not going to share it with Tony Stark, like his whole army, the amount of vibranium Wakanda have, you would think that a lot of their army will just have sort of vibranium suits anyway.
Yeah.
But if it looks like he's not willing to share it unless you're Black Panther. I guess.
This almost goes back to that conversation we were having that time about Black Panther's suit, or no, was it about Shuri and Stark? And again, Stark somehow he pushed levels without using any type of contact with anyone. His suit now is just
by himself.
This is the best suit we've seen of Iron Man. Out of all the suits we've seen so far.
Imagine what it's gonna be like when he actually goes to Wakanda and spends time with
Do you think he will? Now that I've seen Infinity War,
that's gotta happen.
But it has to happen.
They survive. They survive.
You think so, but I don't think they're going to involve themselves together, you know.
They will look after the way that Infinity War ended. They have to work together to beat Thanos. So he will upgrade his suit with vibranium. If it doesn't, that's a waste of opportunity in my opinion.
And in the opening of the film as well, Thanos already had 2 gems.
No, 1 gem, I think.
No, he had the Power Stone, and then he took the Tesseract
gem,
from
yeah.
the space. So do you think they should have shown how he got? They told us how he got the Power Gem. Would it have been better for us to see it, or don't you guys just care?
No, because
necessary.
we would have had to have seen it before he met them on the spaceship.
Yeah.
That was the perfect entrance for Thanos. To see him punch up Hulk like that, if we saw him get the gem first, it wouldn't have had as great of an impact of seeing him.
Speaking of the stones, we saw what the Reality Stone can do really and truly for the first time, because obviously it was first revealed in Thor 2, but we didn't really get to see his full capabilities in that film.
I still think we're not seeing the full capabilities of that.
Yeah,
my
that gem.
opinion.
Oh, we're not seeing the
Potential-
failings of a lot of the gems.
Potentially, the potentials for the reality gem are just,
Yeah,
in my
it's
opinion,
just-
You
one
say
of them.
that, but why does he keep making bubbles?
That's
his own choice.
He's
though.
like,
That's
bubbles,
his choice.
bubbles.
Yeah,
Like,
Because
the reality gem is
I
only
thought,
as
okay,
powerful as the person who builds it. Like, if you don't
likes
have
bubbles.
like, in terms, you have to have the like, in terms of imagination abilities, you have to be able to be on point.
But you could also think that maybe that's his personality in a sense of like his own personality of like he just finds that funny. Like he might not laugh at it, but in his head that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But now that
Gives
we're
him a bit
talking-
more personality.
Now that we're talking about Thanos, we can try and break him down a little bit more. One thing that I thought personally is that it was good that they gave him a kind of emotional layer.
100%.
Yeah.
Without weakening his
character, even in the scene where he was with Gamora, where he had to sacrifice her for the Soul Stone.
That scene was deep, bro.
Yeah, like you didn't expect him to, even though he's insane, he still loves her, and that's the reason why.
Yeah, it's this joke thing is like Gamora was like, oh, that's it, it's over, and then Red Skull was like, those tears aren't for him.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Like,
That's when she realised the face.
I think we all clocked, but for her,
genuinely
she knows
believed
it.
Yeah.
And she's like, you don't love anything.
Yeah,
She genuinely believed
Like,
that, even though because of how he had treated her and how he
Yeah.
treated her, she genuinely believed. Like, how could you
Because
think that you taking me from my family, my
it's
home?
his perception of what love is, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, exactly.
To him, he always saw her as the heir to his whole thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He said it. He said it when he took her. It's like, I wanted you to sit on this throne.
Yeah,
eventually.
exactly.
You were supposed to take
I
over.
don't know about you lot, but he treated her good. Like,
that issue was because
Never
he
let
still
anyone.
murked her family though, innit?
Yeah.
Like, even though he treated her well, he still killed and decimated her family.
He like, gave her lunch.
But he never like hurt her. Like,
Yeah, he didn't
hurt
like
her.
hurt her,
The amount of times when she's tried to murk him, and he still never.
Yeah, even a bit where, even a bit where they stabbed him in the
Yeah.
neck, or supposedly stabbed him in the neck.
Yeah, that's a sick.
You could have easily gone,
reality.
right, you tried to stab me in the neck.
And
But
he
he was
was
like,
calm.
oh, that was pretty good, you know?
That was another layer in his character, like, no matter who he came against, if someone impresses him in whatever shape or form, he'd be like, you know, okay, I'll spare you.
Yeah,
Like,
he said that quite a lot.
He did actually
It's
give
like
ratings.
respect.
Quite a
Yeah.
few people.
Yeah.
Just remember, he
Like
actually
that.
did give ratings to Star-Lord because he actually was about to shoot her.
Yeah.
And he's like,
And then the bubbles came out.
To the Soul Stone as well, the flipping reveal of Red Skull, bro.
Ah.
You know, I know it was mad because when they showed him like in the hoodie and that, I was thinking, hold on,
Death
witches, like, what's are they trying
Yeah,
to put him in?
yeah,
And then
yeah.
obviously like revealed, but it's
How
mad.
many years ago did we see the
7
Red Skull?
years,
What?
7, 8
No,
years.
but I'm talking
Mad,
about
innit?
just
How
in the
from
films.
we've
Like,
seen.
we're talking about what, 7?
First
2010,
Captain America.
2011, sorry.
That's a long
'Cause it-
time
'cause it makes
not to
sense
see
because-
somebody.
And there's been no explanation
Yeah,
about
when
where
he just
been,
did-
what
he
he's
just
been
boom,
doing.
No, it
And
looked
then
like he
he-
died. It looked like he died.
Yeah.
But
No,
yeah.
he didn't. We knew he didn't die. We
No,
knew he
but I'm
didn't die.
saying it teleported him,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
don't know what
Don't
happened,
know,
so you
yeah.
just assume he's dead.
Yeah.
So, because remember, they were using them as weapons. They were using the Tesseract thing as shooting them laser beam
Yeah.
things.
But the thing that where when he disappeared, it was the same thing as other teleportation. So we knew he went somewhere. We just didn't know where, and we didn't know if they were ever going to pursue it. Because there's a lot of things they put in the previous films that they haven't pursued.
I thought it was death, you know, the
Yeah. I thought I
personification of
first thought
Lady
death, and then yeah.
saw the re-emergence of Steve Rogers, aka Captain America.
That intro was sick.
Wow.
I can't even deny that.
No,
Wow.
this is the problem though. Is that
Oh, here we go.
no. The thing
The
is,
problem.
the issue I had with it was
Wasn't a Batman?
no, not that. Although that is a Batman type entrance because it was in the shadows, but that's fine. But then Falcon is by far. Let me not go into Falcon, please.
Sick guy.
He knows his own means. He knows what he can and can't do.
And what he can and can't do is shoot them. That's what he can't do.
One thing
If Black Widow can punch him in the face, then he's done.
But he was shooting them, and they had
One thing I found
No.
funny was Falcon. It's a little bit later in the film, but in the Wakanda battle scene, and he was trying to shoot the big tank thing, and he just shooting with his two pistols up.
And it's a massive, big tanker thing.
Yeah.
And War Machine. Yeah.
No, but War Machine, fair enough, because he had like massive arsenals of flipping.
Is it just me,
napalm
or
and
does
shit.
Tony Stark need to upgrade War Machine's suit?
He's
Like-
so big that.
Oh, it's so big.
War Machine's suit has not been upgraded.
To be fair,
Since the beginning.
he's been out.
Do you know why?
He
He
has
starts
picture
from me like,
at
go
the time.
back to Hammer Tech. Get your face on Hammer Tech.
You see his paint job. His paint job is still just dirty, bruv.
He needs to repaint it.
You know what?
He's been on the bench.
Spider-Man suit's been upgraded.
No, even Civil War.
And
He was creeping during Civil War.
No, but I hear what they're saying. They're saying because if you can make Spider-Man suit, you have time to make your boy's suit.
But he's been with Spider-Man though.
Okay, War Machine was there during Civil War. He signed the Accords.
Yeah.
So
Just remember,
make his
War
suit.
Machine was paralysed from the legs on down, so he's probably
That's
working,
after
in
Civil War.
fact-
he's probably working on
Don't
rehabilitating.
even upgrade his suit. Give him one of your old ones, because that's still better than his suit. Like,
As I said, Falcon and War Machine are just waste of time, bro.
racist.
Absolute waste of time.
We had Captain America's entrance in the film,
Yeah.
and that
caught
coincided
the
with
thing.
the battle with Vision. That was one of the disappointments in terms of the power levels in this film. We know what Vision can do. Obviously, with the mind gem in his head, he was a bit injured, if you want to call it that. But he was just getting battered.
Well, the
for
thing is, they
entire
explained
film.
that right at the beginning, though. They put the explanation there. He got stabbed and he goes, "Oh, I can't phase. And for some reason, I don't know why, but yeah, I can't do it."
Oh yeah, because they attacked him straight
And
away.
so he
There was
didn't
no,
even
like-
know.
murked,
The
yeah.
first attack was him getting stabbed.
And I'm guessing that was tactical as well.
Yeah,
because,
whatever they stabbed him with, I can't do anything now for the rest of the film.
Because if he had actually saw them, they wouldn't touch him technically because he
No,
can
of
phase
course
through
not.
everything. And that's why I kind of felt he was probably one of the weakest characters in this because I was expecting him to do
but
some
on purpose,
sick
though.
stuff.
Because the way they were talking him up as well, like he was saying, oh, he's evolving, so is he finally going to start?
No,
using
he's
the
no.
mind gem?
They meant evolving as in he's become pussy whipped now. So he loves people and all that. And he
becoming
cares.
human.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, I love you. Oh,
Yeah, fair.
He
and then,
started
like,
wearing turtlenecks and stuff like that.
yeah, and he's turned his skin into like
Human.
yeah.
And he
So
made
I
himself
think
white.
that's the evolution.
No, he was disappointed. I agree with Miles 100%.
Definitely.
I was expecting big things from Vision and Scarlet Witch. And that's
We saw big things from Scarlet Witch.
No, Scarlet Witch
not
is
in
close
that
to
fight.
MVP, you know.
No, not in that fight.
Not in that fight.
She was
They
close.
can't
I'm
fully.
talking about that scene there.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had two together.
Yeah, but all she had on her mind was that her man got stabbed.
Yeah, that's true. And she's trying to concentrate while like fighting them, and she wasn't really like physically trained for that either. Like she does all the magic stuff because she was actually dodging that chick quite sick. To be fair,
That fight, yeah, I was quite
'Cause-
surprised.
yeah,
I thought
'cause
she was gonna
properly
die
dodging it.
in like
even there was
5
one
seconds.
bit where I think they tried to stab her and she just stopped it with her thing,
Yeah.
and I thought raw. But then I just think there's certain things I saw her do, and I kind of thought, well, if I've seen you do that, then you could decimate these guys then, really. Because you know that bit I think towards near the last fight when those underground flipping tractors came out. And she just comes down and she's like, shut up. And then even the chick was like, why did we just bring her down in the first place? And it's true.
I get what you're saying. She could do that, but you have to think about the situation that she's in and what she's really doing. She's trying to protect Vision. She's not trying to kill them. She's just trying to do whatever, get them away, and get him away.
No, it was sick. I think I like this version of Cap though, even though he didn't do anything. But I like this, the persona of Cap with the beard.
Nomad.
Like he's just like calm and collective. Like he's not like, you know, like before it was like super honorable. Oh, we need to do it. We need to, you know, that super Boy Scout thing. He's just like, look, we're just gonna do this, do that. Like we weren't. Even when he spoke to the what's it called, the secretary, he's like, look, don't tell me.
That's why I think like the evolution of Captain America from his first appearance.
Yeah.
I think he's got the greatest evolution in terms of how much he's changed out of all the MCU characters. Because he starts off government official, he'll just do everything the government tells him. To start learning about what it actually means, and now he's just some well, I'm not gonna go as far as say anti-hero, but yeah, I think he's got the best evolution out of everyone in terms of character development.
Did he copy Thor's beard?
That's
That's what I heard.
comedy in that film was on point. What do you mean? Okay, what?
No, I'm just listening.
Are you upset? Was there too much comedy?
I think. Go on.
Oh, are we going into this?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into. I was gonna introduce it now.
No,
I was
why
gonna
not?
say the comedy in the film was kind of introduced when Thor met the Guardians of the Galaxy for the first time. That's how they kind of introduced it. For me personally, I thought it was bordering on the line of too much, but it still worked.
Yeah.
I
think my thing is I guess if they're making the jokes, that's fine. I haven't got a problem with the whole joke thing, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But I felt like when they kept going on the whole thing of the boyfriend thing and they're trying to like up each other, that got too much. I think they could have just dialed it down a bit. You could clearly see that he was trying to compete. Then they started going on about the whole accent thing. Oh, you keep doing it. Oh, you keep doing it. Oh, and they kept going. I was like, yeah, okay, we get it.
Yeah, but that was
the whole cinematic.
I get that. No, I get that. I'm just saying it was a bit much. But what I mean is, I don't mind the comedy from them because that is what they bring to the table anyway. That is what they are. I'm just saying, when a joke is like, if a joke goes on for too long, kind of loses its like thing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's subjective because I thought that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, that's how I looked at it.
I don't know.
But I think
There was some good one-line.
Yeah,
no, good one-liners.
comedy, and it was good.
That was their bit.
The
That's like
comedy in
their.
this film was on point.
I never
I
at one point thought it was too much.
No, exactly. So I see Miles here saying he thought it was pissed at edge. So for Ragnarok, that was over the top comedy. Every single time was comedy in Thor Ragnarok.
He's not gonna say that.
It was funny.
But Infinity War, the comedy
time of my
was on
life.
point.
And it was
Everyone had just one liner. So when
When the Guardians, when they met Thor, like they don't know what's going on at the moment. They're just cruising, listening to the distress signals. That is that whole crew. That's their setup.
That's their personality. They acted like they were acting. Drax was being Drax. Star-Lord was being Star-Lord.
I like how they make their groups. The groups of each groups, like obviously you've got like the serious lot, which is like Captain America. They don't be joke too tough. Yeah. Then you've got like Tony Stark and them guys. Obviously their egos clash, but at the same time there's that dissing thing. Because even that bit with Spiderman. It was like, yeah, who's this kid? Like, is that your butler or something? Or whatever he said to him. That's funny stuff. And then you've got, these guys, and then you're like, hold on, they're always gonna be that joking kind of group. So it all works very well.
Yeah, I think they did it better than they usually do it in terms of they knew where to put the jokes in that.
Yeah,
100%.
I know you DC people like to just have no jokes in your films and stuff.
I'm not saying, for instance, like Drax, for instance.
Too many colours.
His stuff was perfect.
Hilarious, yeah.
I think if anything, he's probably like the comedian of the whole thing, and he only had like what 3 lines or something.
The bit where he was
Saddest.
standing there.
He's like, how long you been here? He's like, been here an hour.
If I stay still, then I'll disappear. You can't see me.
I don't know who came up with that joke, man. It was too sick. And he's just like, and he's still see.
When Madness came in, she was like, "Hi, Drax." He was
So it worked. He was there for an hour and they didn't know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the one. I don't actually. Was he actually there for?
Well, we don't obviously see the whole hour.
Now that you said that, I was thinking maybe he's lying.
'Cause-
Maybe he was
'cause
just
they were in the
saying.
room.
He's a very literal person, so he would never lie.
Because even
about
eating
that.
the food, he's like, I can hear you chewing the nuts. And he's like,
Let me try and like just.
If I move really slowly. But yeah, speaking of the humour, I thought that there was a good balance in the film. One of my criticisms for Thor was that there was a lot of humour with not a lot of... The film didn't take itself too seriously, but in this film you had Thor, where there was a scene between him and Rocket Raccoon, where he kind of said like, behind me, he opened up, he said like, my mum died, my brother's dead, my father's dead, all my friends, all the Asgardians that died.
Bro, when I saw all that, sorry to cut you off, I'm saying when I saw all that, I was like, bro, Thor's been through a lot.
Same.
I guess you didn't realise it because of how funny Ragnarok was.
I think that's what it is, and that's why I'm saying
that all happened in
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
mad, bro. That's true.
It's a serious thing that happened.
He was still doing his thing. That's why I gotta give him. I was saying, like, obviously, I don't know if we're going to that segment or whatever, but who is like the MVP or whatever.
Yeah.
But, bruv, I swear, Thor put the work in, man. I'm not even gonna hate on him.
I feel that's because they wanted to give him more shine.
They had to.
He hasn't got a lot of shine,
him a lot,
but they gave him more shine.
I think because his movies were so dead.
And I think so too.
And then his third movie got better. Obviously,
Yeah,
it was
it was a
better.
lot better.
But yeah.
Yeah, they had to do it because the disrespect from the first 2 Thor films was not that good.
Absolutely
But
trash.
third film, and then on this film they just smacked it because
You're not saying it quite matter-of-factly though, to be fair.
No, but let's be real though. I don't think anyone goes, oh man, I want to go watch 4 one day."
So what? Yesterday,
I'm just saying.
Following on from the battle, another battle in New York, we saw Iron Man and Spider-Man enter into space in pursuit of Doctor Strange, who was being kidnapped by Ebony Maw. Ebony Maw was one of the best of the Black Order. What do you guys think of that whole sequence? Spider-Man's new suit, him going into space.
see, I didn't see any of the trailers. I didn't actually know he had the Iron Spider outfit. So when he goes, oh, I need that get the M17 or whatever it was called, and I honestly didn't even think what it could be. I thought it was an attachment for himself.
Yeah, I thought so as well.
And then it just flung onto Peter Parker. I was like, oh my god.
I think they did that on purpose because before, when he asked for those attachments, he's done that before.
With Hulk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was the
Hulk
Buster thing, whatever. So I just thought, okay, so it's probably something he uses
got
in
another
space
thing,
or something.
But you did know he had that suit though, because they show it at the end of the thingy. You know he was gonna get that.
Well, I didn't know he was going to get that. He turned that suit down. And I thought, oh, okay, he's going to be traditional Spider-Man.
Oh.
I didn't know he had the Iron Spider suit. I seriously didn't know. I didn't
No,
know
not have it, but
training
you
was
must
like.
have. You're like, that's gonna show up. They're not
No,
gonna
I
tease that
I
suit,
honestly didn't think
and
they
then
were
you're
going to show
never
that.
gonna see it.
I didn't
Oh,
think
you mean
they
at the end of Homecoming?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I get you.
You're not
But
gonna tease
then-
that and never show it.
So then when he had it, I thought, alright, cool, but it hasn't got the legs though. And then when the legs came out, I was like, oh, it's the actual Iron Spider suit.
There was a lot of good arcs in the film, one of them being Spider-Man. Obviously he's still trying to impress Tony Stark, still trying to be recognized as like an official member. You got his official acceptance into the Avengers,
His knighthood.
his knighthood.
You're an Avenger.
What do you guys think of
Bro, that was-
Spider-Man following on from Homecoming?
Well, I thought it was a perfect follow-up.
Yeah,
The character was the
100%.
same. Like,
Good
they're still trying to
character.
impress Tony Stark, showing his vulnerability and that he's just a kid.
Yeah.
For me, he had the best one-liner in the whole film.
What?
Some shit.
No, when we introduced Doctor
No, we're
Strange.
using our fake
Yeah.
names.
So, oh, we're using our made-up names.
That was
Okay, I'm Spider-Man.
good. That was
That's the best one.
I don't know.
Second one comes to Mantis.
What does she say?
What she say? We
Oh,
kick names, take ass.
And I think Drax was agreeing to it.
Yeah, 'cause
No, as in I was saying, we can't sleep on Spider-Man and what he was doing in that film. Like, if we go, obviously we'll talk about it later.
What did he do?
What did he do?
What do you mean?
He was doing magic punch. He was doing magic kick. He was doing all this stuff. Like,
the link up play between him and Strange was really good.
The tag teams were nice.
it's just classic. I'm sorry it wasn't a DC film. I'm so sorry.
I just
I'm so
don't
sorry.
get it. I just don't.
You're making me ashamed to like DC films right now.
No,
It's DC Defense League.
It was his plan. It was his plan that rescued
Doctor Strange and killed
Moore.
Ebony Moore.
Okay.
Have you seen the really old movie Aliens?
He made sure Mantis and Drax were safe. He didn't know their names, but he was like just saving them.
That
when all the
was
magic
like,
was going
terrible
on.
names.
He was doing a
Yeah,
lot.
Yeah, as they were in space, across the galaxy, Thor went to that planet. What was it called? In the Devil, I think it was called, to try and forge a new weapon called a Stormbreaker. That bit in the film, that was a slight minus for me, a slight negative. I thought Tyrion's character, I think he was one of the dwarf giants.
I was just
The
saying
voice he was putting on, that was a bit leaving for me.
Voice wasn't great.
Is it too early to say, or can we pick between Mjolnir and Stormbreaker?
Okay,
If we're talking about ability,
In
it's
terms of
obviously
film.
Stormbreaker.
In terms of ability, Stormbreaker is just ridiculous. I understand why you may not have liked that scene, but for me personally, that was one of the most pivotal scenes for Thor, in my opinion.
I think the
Because-
scene was good, but I just didn't like Tyrion's character. I can't remember what he's called in the film.
I don't know who he's called. Let's just call him Tyrion, or if you want to call him by his name, that's cool.
I didn't like
Giant
I didn't like Groot's handle for the hammer.
I wasn't too much of a fan of that either, but they had to make him
How
do something.
solid-
Mind that, you know.
But how solid is the handle though?
Well, Groot, we don't know how.
Does it
So
get
it looked too
stronger?
thin.
Because it's fused with the hammer. Does it get stronger?
Yeah.
Maybe the hammer, the material, it has properties where it absorbs impact, so it's not gonna break off because it absorbs.
I think
Wait,
the
it's
Stormbreaker is a lot better,
Huh?
just
It's
also
wood.
because he can use the Bifrost without
But what-
actually having the powers. Like it says, it can give the person who uses it the powers to use the Bifrost. Doesn't mean anyone can use it, but certain people can use it. Because I remember it's on the mold. The Bifrost Bill's crest is on there as it drops to the floor. So I was like, yeah, that's kind of interesting. That means now you can go to anywhere.
Yeah, and Mjolnir, it gives him the ability to fly. I can't remember. Did the Stormbreaker give him the ability to fly as well?
He was definitely flying in the film. I don't know if he was using the hammer.
No, he did fly though, because he changed direction. There
He
was
was
one
definitely
bit where
flying.
He
but
flew up.
he was never flying before anyway with a hammer. He just threw it and grabbed it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was
This-
throwing the hammer and then grabbing
That's
it.
his strength.
Yeah, whereas this, he wasn't throwing the hammer, he was just flying.
Ah,
This
well,
way.
let's just say it can
So
make
it
him
is
fly.
flying.
Yeah.
What else would you call that?
Stormbreaker allows him to fly then.
Quick
Yeah.
one, yeah.
With Stormbreaker, like, do you have to be worthy to hold that?
That's actually a good point because they never said.
Who was holding it? Groot was holding it, wasn't he?
No, Groot.
No, well,
he
he
put
put
it
it
Stormbreaker.
He put it together and broke his hand off.
But then did he not give it? Someone picked
No,
it up
no,
and gave
no,
it to him,
no,
didn't
no.
he?
No,
He
he
summoned it.
brought it
Oh,
to
okay.
himself.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
brought it to himself.
Because
So
he was dying.
also, can we just talk about the reason why man was dying was because literally he was withstanding the power of a dying star
Yeah,
to
okay.
form that in the
They've
first place.
finally given
About
Thor
time.
the power he deserves.
Yeah.
Bro, that
He's
is
needed this.
because
power.
let's just clarify the abilities of Thor that he did on that film. He survived in a vacuum of space for God knows how long before Guardians of the Galaxy even came along. That alone
Yeah.
is fake. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess that's level anyway because
Yeah, he's got, yeah.
They know.
Is he a
No,
god?
he's not God.
Yes, he
Because
is.
they
He's
said
God. He's
they
not
said
God.
they're
Nah,
not
he's a-
gods.
he's an alien.
They said they are not gods
Who
in the
said
fourth
that?
film. In fourth
In
film,
Thor.
Odin he stated they
Yeah.
are not gods.
that's
So
true.
he is not a
I've
god.
seen
No,
modest.
he is a god. I'm
They,
sure
well,
he
in
is.
the comics, yes.
Well, it depends what you classify as gods then.
It depends on what you define as a god.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm pretty sure
He obviously has some sort of high level
In that
power
case, Superman's
that
a
you
god.
would consider a god.
I'm sure Odin said that we're gods, but we can still die or something. They
No,
are.
he's
definitely
literally
a
stated-
god.
He's just an alien.
No,
Feel free to look it up later. But
Yeah,
he said they are not gods.
but
They
no matter
just-
how you define what a god is,
Yeah.
it is what people make you what
Out
you
to
are.
be,
Like
yeah.
like if I say, oh, you're like I'm a god to an ant. Do you know what I mean? But I can still die. So
Yeah.
it's the whole point where I'm saying, for himself, he is of that level of power.
Yeah.
You just say, oh, he is a god because of how strong.
Oh,
he is.
actually, in fact, and he is a god because even when Loki was dying, he says, "Oh, I'm god of mischief." Da 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 da. Brother, this, that, and the other. They are gods.
But no, but they declare themselves as that.
Yeah.
So like,
I guess
because for
it's
instance, look
perception.
at what they did to Thor when Thanos picked his head up. I'm not trying to be funny, but this is a god, yes. So I'm lifting this guy's head up like he's nothing.
Is this your king?
That's what I'm saying. So he is on that level. It's just no one's calling him a god. No one's
Yeah.
calling Thanos a god. He is definitely on that level, 100%.
Alright, fine, fair enough. So
Yeah.
he survived vacuum of state. And then he withstood the power of the dying star.
Yeah.
That
So
when I saw that was just
It will
ridiculous.
kill you.
Yeah, and he's like, let's
It's
do
like,
it.
I don't care, bro.
But that's why
Only
Thor-
if I die.
that's why I say Thor is MVP in this film because he did I believe he put the most work in.